Yellowstone fires came upon us rather suddenly and was worse than I have ever seen anything in my whole lifetime. And if we looked over that mountain there, at night we would see the red from the fires in Yellowstone, and that went on all summer long.
Our family's been in the valley since 1912. There's been a real push over the last 25, 30 years to educate people about being fire aware.
A fire-adapted community is one that recognizes that fire is a part of the landscape. We all have a part in preparing for wildfire and mitigating the impact of wildfire by working together.
We worry about fire up here, and we'd like to do everything we can to minimize that risk, so we need help.
In rural communities such as this and much of Wyoming, when you need something, the neighbor shows up, and when they need something, you show up. So we help one another, and that's what keeps us neighbors. And so one of my favorite sayings is, we are our brother's keeper.
The Neighborhood Ambassador program started probably a decade ago across the country. Neighborhood ambassadors are people who believe in wildfire mitigation, are willing to promote it through demonstration, are willing to talk to people about wildfire and or smoke mitigation, and just people who are enthusiastic about where they live and promoting living with wildfire and living with smoke.
As an ambassador, we try and encourage people to field mitigate their properties by limbing up and hardening around their homes to minimize the risk of fire. We have made an effort to include everybody and help them understand why they would help their neighbors by doing it. And by helping your neighbors doing it, you're helping yourself.
I don't have the strength or energy I used to have to clear the land and make it so it fits sustainable fire.
We had 20 people, but 16 of them were men with, with chainsaws.
This is the first time we've done this as a community project and accomplished so much in so short a time. And what Lloyd does, being an ambassador in this area, is really important.
The Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network Neighborhood Ambassador Program was modeled after one in Colorado. The Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network supports neighborhood ambassador programs through virtual meetings, in-person meetings, and we have lots of materials on paper.
I was real young at the time, but the '88 fires were a scary thing for this entire region. You know, even since I grew up, there's a lot more development, a lot more homes. More and more you're seeing kind of encroachment into what were open spaces. So there's just a lot higher risk than there was even 25, 30 years ago.
If firefighters have to respond to a fire and they come to a home where mitigation efforts have not been done and it creates a danger to them and their lives, they may drive right past.
People have to understand that if a wildfire is hitting their community, it will overwhelm the local firefighting resources. And there is a really strong possibility that you will not have a fire engine or firefighters at your house. So you want to prepare in such a way that your house could stand alone in the absence of firefighters being present. Education is a big part of helping people understand what it means to live in a fire-adapted area.
There's an opportunity for some limbing right here. You've got the tree, which is a fuel source. And if the ground up there should burn, the tree will catch on fire. So that'd be a good one to limb up to about 6 feet. By walking around with guys like John Trapp, our wildlands chief, I'm learning what works and doesn't work. We want to be sure that our neighbors are connected to the information they need to deal with wildfire, from preparation to evacuation to dealing with smoke.
Greater Yellowstone Fire Action Network members are people who are interested, are doing, are practicing wildfire mitigation, are practicing prescribed fire, are putting fire on the landscape as a restoration tool, and who believe that wildfire belongs here in this ecosystem.
In combination with the citizens and the agency folks like the county, the Forest Service, Sheriff's Department, fire departments, we're all working together for the same outcome, which is to help protect the public and help them prepare for wildfire.
From the front door to the forest, there are things that I can do right here at my cabin to help make it safer for me, for my neighbors, and for firefighters.
There's no way to defend this area without everyone participating.
Certainly fire, there's good things about it if we steward it, and I'm all about stewarding the land.
The landscape here has really, evolved with fire on it. Understanding how that role takes place and utilizing science and research to help us understand that role. You can simultaneously reduce risk from wildfire and improve forest health. So all these things can go hand in hand, and it just benefits the community as a whole.
This takes a huge team to mitigate these areas. To be able to walk through our subdivision up here and see that we're a lot safer than we were before, and we might be able to save something, that's worth it. It's very worth it.